This is breaking news on the NEA Report, and Stan Morris reporting. We are live at the scene of the Chateau Apartments in Jonesboro, where there has been a shooting, and this is not the first time we've come live from this scene. As a matter of fact, it was at the end of April that there was a shooting that took place, and it was at this very same apartment. Hey, detective. It was at this very same apartment complex. It was a fatal shooting, and the camera that we're aiming the direction of right now, that was the same direction that we aimed the camera at back whenever we come at you live here from this location in April as well. What we know from Jonesboro Police Department is that there has been a person that entered into NEA Baptist hospital emergency room reportedly that was injured with a gunshot wound. They came from this location. There's several evidence markers that are already down at this time. Investigators, as you can quite clearly see, are on the scene. They've got the area roped off with the crime scene tape at the moment. I want to mention it was at the end of April. I think it was on the 25th that there was a shooting. It was a fatal shooting at this very complex. I also want to mention I was talking to some folks here on the scene, asking a few people what they heard, some witnesses. A couple of the residents, two different residents, told me they thought that they were hearing fireworks. That was what they thought that they were hearing. However, it was gunshots, and it was not the first time that that has happened at this exact parking lot. Just in the last 2 months, literally would have been, I think, 2 months ago, maybe just slightly less. Over in that direction would be where the last incident took place. It was actually a car that was in a parking lot that was believed to have shot from there to the apartment buildings that you can kind of see with my finger aiming at on the second floor. That was a fatal shooting, and that was 2 months ago. Tonight, 4 shots from one witness. Another witness said that he thought he heard fireworks, and that's at the Chateau Apartments. This is off of Caraway Road behind Pizza Hut in Jonesboro. And so if you actually know where the Pizza Hut is at, you can see the officers at this apartment complex from Caraway Road. As one person mentioned in chat, there is a police station that would be just right across the road from here. This is just a mere stone's throw away from the Jonesboro Police Department. But unlike 2 months ago, we're on a much warmer evening tonight where it's not very comfortable to be out here, and at the same time, a lot of mosquitoes out here too. You got to think about officers as you see one of the detectives walking in there with the crime scene kit. Not a comfortable environment for them as they work out here tonight. I saw one person asking about conditions of people involved. One person is believed to be injured right now. They went into the NEA Baptist Hospital a short time ago and entered into the emergency room with a gunshot wound. We don't know their condition or where that was sustained, much else about that, except to say that they obviously were ascertained to have been injured from this location. And then it was a very short time ago when I got to the scene here and I asked somebody what they heard. They mentioned sounded like, and they thought, 2 people thought that they were hearing fireworks. It was a small little disagreement between the two about what they had heard. It was not fireworks. That's, of course, what it ended up being is perhaps one of the examples why many officers I've spoken with are not big fans of the whole shooting off fireworks thing in city limits, just simply because that sometimes they can't tell if it's a gunshot or a firecracker, you know, an M80. So officers are placing, you can see evidence markers. I'm seeing just mentioning this, we don't know what they're all placed next to. We can't see if that may be a shell casing or if that may be some other piece of evidence. Somebody could have dropped an ink pen and some other evidence that shows up there. But the officers are kind of examining that right there. I'm going to see if I can zoom in just a little bit, but you can't really see much. And since I'm holding it handheld tonight, I don't have my tripod with me. The camera's going to be a little shaky, and I do apologize for that. This is Stan Morris reporting on NEA Report. We're live in Jonesboro tonight, the Chateau Apartments, where a shooting has sent one person to the hospital. If you have any information which could assist detectives or authorities to find out more about this, contact Crime Stoppers or contact detectives at JPD. The number at JPD, 935-6710. Crime Stoppers, 870-935-STOP, 935-7867, if you want to contact anonymously and submit tips. We know one person injured, no conditions. We don't know any suspect descriptions. One person told me they thought they heard a car peel out. Several other witnesses could not confirm that, and that's really the only information we have at the moment. It's Stan Morris reporting live in Jonesboro. Thank you for tuning in tonight during the live stream. We appreciate the support. Thank you to all of our sponsors, and thank you to all of you who follow NEA Report.